You know, everybody wanted my opinion on this, the Supreme Court ruling. So here's what I have to say. Don't listen to a word of what these people are saying. There's 6 sociopaths who literally, all these protesters, 10 months ago, 14 months ago, when everybody was losing their jobs, nobody said a fucking word. They don't care at all about women's rights. They care about methamphetamine. I know. I used to do a lot of meth. But honestly, these people don't care about women's rights. These people can't even identify what a woman is. They have no concern for the well-being of women because how many people lost their jobs for wanting bodily autonomy, making their own decision for their own body? Hundreds of thousands, millions across America just overnight were fired, put on unpaid leave for months and months at a time. How many had kids? How many had families to support? These people are sociopaths. They don't care about anything but themselves. They're literally just out there virtue signaling. Regardless of my personal stance on abortion, which, by the way, this ruling does not impact at all. It's all smoke and mirrors so that people get out in the streets and protest around midterms for literally the 20th time since I've been alive, because every 2 years they just do some shit that gets people protesting in the streets right before midterms so that some sack of shit can take an electoral position and get votes, and cheat during the voting process and start to enact laws that hurt the collective. These people are being forced into a left-right paradigm. It has nothing to do with abortion. It has everything to do with the Constitution. The states have the right to make laws. Anything that's not outlined in the Constitution cannot be enacted by the federal government. It's so ridiculous to see people that are like, these people are fascists. They're begging for more government. That's all they're doing. They're just, give me more government. Give me more government. And the same people don't even like the Constitution. These same people burn flags. They don't have they have zero regard for our country. None. Honestly, this is the biggest shit show I've ever seen. How many of these people count their fertile days? If you want to go out and protest for abortion, fine. I'm actually not pro-life. I'm do whatever the fuck you want. As long as it doesn't hurt anybody else, I don't really have a problem with it. You want to go abort your babies, great, but shouldn't there be a higher calling than, being irresponsible? It's irresponsibility, no? I mean, to say that abortion is good for the women that are undertaking these procedures is insanity. That's not good for you. Chemicals, ripping inside of yourself, yanking things out, suction hoses and shit, none of that's cool. That should be the last resort, not something that society pushes to a placated level, It's actually it's demonic what's happening in America. It's a total nightmare. For anybody that's conscious looking on, and you don't know how much backlash I get from, saying that maybe this isn't the best idea. Maybe we could use it as a last resort. Women are like, you're a fucking shill, motherfucker. You have a penis. Well, I identify as woman for this conversation, so shut the fuck up. Sit down and start thinking about what you're doing. If I, a woman for this conversation, but a biological man, can understand how to count your fucking fertile days, just maybe you should take the time to actually go and count them. Or maybe, and I know this is foreign as fuck, but maybe you could not fuck people you don't want to have kids with. Again, I'm not pro-life. I'm pro-common fucking sense. And I'm pro-existence, man. And this shit is hurting not only the women, but imagine the kids that are out there seeing people protesting in the street to kill babies. I mean, how does that come off? But it's fine, though, because those same sociopath parents are bringing their children to fucking drag shows. Throw $1 in their pocket, put it in the G-string, get it near the booty hole. It's fine. I voted Democrat. It's okay. And the right, y'all are equally guilty with this dumb shit. It's like the government gives us a fucking 2 choices. And when you identify to those 2 choices, you become a weapon of the fucking state. Stop being a weapon of the fucking state. Be a weapon of God. You have infinite choices on this planet. Why would you identify with one of the 2 presented by the government? And how the fuck can these people call themselves revolutionaries when they're begging for more government? What do you mean? What do you mean you want more? You're not sick of getting fucked around yet? Has the government ever made a good decision for anybody? Like literally they limit freedom. That's what government does. Your God-given right to exist is yours. Nobody gave that to you. I just think it's crazy. I think these people are fucking insane. Insane beyond words. All of them. The left and right, all of those politicians belong in prison. With the exception of a very, very fucking small few. Tulsi Gabbard, Ron Paul, Ted Cruz, maybe. But like most of these people are actual psychopaths. What is a Pelosi? It sounds like the worst, like the sound behind that sounds satanic. A Pelosi. I mean, I wouldn't go to bed with something in my bed called a Pelosi. I wouldn't. I would actually look under my bed for a Pelosi and be like, all right, it's cool. We can go to bed. We can go to bed because there's no Pelosi under your bed. These people are parasites to the human race. And they're feeding off of all these idiots out in the street marching for one fucking thing or another. Like, dude, when you buy some land off the grid and you just go and exist, you don't have to worry about what the government does. The only people that care are people in cities. The people in cities are all eating the same food and drinking the same water and being affected by the same frequency weapons. The same shit they spray on all of them. So of course they're going to be polarized. They're chemically influenced. These people don't know what bathroom to piss in. What are we actually talking about? I mean, it's actual lunacy. This is not what America was about. This is not what it should be about. It should be about actual freedom, which is not governed by the fucking state. Freedom is freedom. It's free. It's given. It's your right as a fucking human. Those that are out there begging for more government, people are crazy. I actually pity you. I pity the low IQ that goes in to thinking that that is the highest fucking calling for woman. They were men given a womb. Actually, men are women with the womb removed. And everybody, this is what they do. They play fucking semantics. Well, what if she doesn't? What if a woman has a hysterectomy and she doesn't have a uterus? Is she still a woman? It's pathetic. It's actually pathetic. They'll make excuses for anything. They'll do anything they can to avoid all responsibility on their part. They won't even take the time to learn about the days that they can be fertile. I mean, how nuts. You're fertile one day out of the month. Let's tack on 1 day in each side, and then let's put in 5 days on each side. So you have 13 days out of the month. How do you fuck up when you have 17 fucking days where you could do whatever you want? You could be fucking getting blah, all over you, all up in you. It's not gonna make a fucking difference because you're only fertile for 1 fucking day. But none of these chicks out there, these purple-haired monsters going around the streets breaking shit, none of them. And why? Why is it that they look like the least likely to get fucked? They're just angry. They're not getting laid. Ain't nobody knocking them up. I mean, honestly, the fuck out of here. I saw this girl with 8 chins wobbling, screaming she has the right to kill her baby. You do. You still do, dumbass. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. The rights went back to the states, as it should be. That's what the Constitution says. You don't fucking like it, leave, bitch! Fucking absurd, man. I'm so grateful not to be there these days. These people are fucking psychopaths. Take your fucking ass back to a drag show and get on with your fucking life, muggle.